You can see this has the TouchFlow 3D home screen, so it's all finger friendly, many different tabs. You can swipe through the tabs. Grabbing a little control down here is often easier. Upwards and downwards swipes also go through on-screen things, and you can grab, we're looking at contacts right here, you can grab this little slider control as well. It's a nice little system. Next tab over is text messaging, and you can get to messages by flipping around as well. Email works the same way. You can support for multiple accounts as well. Camera looks just like every other TouchFlow 3D device we've seen. You can flip through the photos, activate the camera or the video camera directly from here as well. This is something new that hasn't been on some of the older TouchFlow 3D devices. This is a calendar view, and you can move through the calendars and get a good look at what's going on. It's also a day view. And it's interesting, it shows the weather. I'm not sure where it determines the location, because I'm definitely not in New York, although I was yesterday when I was playing with this device. Web browser has been changed around from some of the earlier TouchFlow 3D devices as well. It supports push pages now on the Opera browser. It's a 3G Rev A device, and it has really fast data rates. We've been getting 1700, 1800 kbits per second, which is really blazing fast. We'll load up the mobile burn website so you can see a couple of things. What the on-screen keyboard looks like. It's quite large considering the size of the display. There's a mild haptic feedback whenever you tap a key. You can adjust that to some extent in the phone's settings, and of course the dedicated .com buttons are quite handy as well. Hit the green return key, start loading up the page. You can see it comes up relatively quickly. Graphics are starting to fill in right now, and you'll see some of the ads pop in as well. Now that I've got the page loaded, I'm going to show you how the zooming control down here at the bottom works. You can see I'm moving my finger left and right across the zoom control. It works in a lot of different parts of the phone, not just on the web browser. Of course, you can always double tap for zooming. It does it a little more intelligently. It's quite a handy system, and I don't think too many people will be using this for the web browser, although it might be good for looking at particular images. Of course, we also have landscape support as well. Open up the device here. Perhaps a little bit better suited for browsing real websites, and with that high resolution and large display, it really is a good web browsing experience. You can read everything quite well. TouchFlow 3D also works in landscape format, and things change up a little bit though. In order to see the sliding tab control, you have to hit that little button down there, at which point you can then move left and right across all the different tabs, and we still have the same tabs that you would expect to find, like here's weather. Just adapts to portrait versus landscape mode. It works very well. All the tabs are very well configured. Stock quotes, music player. As with other TouchFlow 3D devices, the music player is not all that useful. It's just in song view. There's no real way to flip from one album or play a particular album or anything like that. Not really a fan of it. I usually disable it, which is fortunate that you actually can disable it. In the customized tabs, you can go through and say that I want to get rid of music altogether. I hit done. We go back to the main screen. Once TouchFlow 3D restarts, you'll see that music is no longer there next to the stocks. Instead of there being a tab for applications, as there have been oftentimes on past TouchFlow 3D devices, HTC has instead replaced the main start menu with this. This is a user configurable quick access list, you can add an application, as easy as that. And of course you can still get to a full list of all the applications, but you never see the default Windows Mobile list. Everything has now been done by HTC. Same thing goes for contacts. If we go to all contacts, you now see the HTC designed contact manager with a nice scrolling effect. It's still a little bit weird in the scrolling. It's a little overzealous, too spring-loaded at times, and it kind of gets away from you. But I think we'll see that changed once Windows Mobile 6.5 comes out soon. We'll pull up one of the contacts here so you can see what else HTC has done. Again, that little tab button there, you hit that and you have access to multiple tabs in the contact application. The normal contact details, which we're used to seeing here, as well as messaging. It'll keep track of all the messages that have gone back and forth with that contact, email messages as well. You can even link it to Facebook profiles to see status updates, and of course there's also a call log. Very handy, nicely integrated with Facebook and just the other main features of the phone like messaging, email, and of course phone calls.